Hello there. I've got a little history lesson. Most people don't find history very funny, but I will try to make it pretty entertaining. The first story I have is about a guy that was a surgeon in the 1800s by the name of Robert Liston. And I call him Fast Bob Liston, and I hope after this story you do too. He was the first surgeon to use anesthesia in surgery. And before that, they used ether. And either it worked or it didn't. So you didn't want to be laying on the table and wake up when they were doing that to you. But I call him Fast Bob because he could amputate a leg in less than 3 minutes. And back then, they didn't know about bacteria and pathogens and all the bad stuff, so you pretty much had to just do the surgery as fast as you could to try to close them up, get your business done, get them on their way. And Fast Bob was fast, but usually when you do something really fast, you leave a little bit of the details out of the way, and he wasn't very, clean in how he would cut. So sometimes if you were in the vicinity of him cutting, you could lose your fingers. And one time he was performing surgery and he amputated a leg. The person whose leg he amputated, they died of gangrene days later. One of the people that was holding the leg to help him lost some fingers because of Fast Bob. He developed gangrene, died. Back then, they would have an audience in the surgical theater, and you could get pretty close to what was happening. And the whirling dervish of Fast Bob caught one of the bystanders in a coat, and he fell dead, heart attack. He didn't even cut him, he just thought he cut him, and he killed him. 300% mortality rate for one surgery. So the next time you think you're having a bad day at work, just think about Fast Bob. A lot of people, I don't really get political, but people talk about the president's crazy, the president's crazy. Well, I think most of our presidents have always been crazy. The sixth president, John Quincy Adams, actually considered funding for a journey to the center of the earth. There was a man that believed that the poles were open and that you could actually go to the poles and go inside the earth. And John Quincy Adams didn't really want to back it, and he was like, well, it's okay, Congress isn't going to pass it. That's way too crazy. I'm not going to stand in the way of that. So Congress passed it. But then John Quincy Adams lost the election because people wanted a more level-headed man of the people. So they elected Andrew Jackson. You can look up those stories on the internet, and 50% of the things that you see will tell you those stories are 100% true. And 50% of the things you see on the internet will tell you those stories are bullshit. So this one's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure on history, so you can be like me and believe that Fast Bob killed 3 people in one surgery, and our 6th president wanted to send people to the center of the earth. That's all I got for tonight. You guys have a good one.